In the top stories, man to serve 33 years for rape, Prime Minister to hold press conference this week, and training held for treating substance use disorders in adolescents. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Frozen fruits and vegetables get a bad rap. Because they are frozen doesn't mean they are not nutritious. Many frozen fruits and vegetables actually retain more nutrients than when they are eaten fresh. Using frozen fruits and vegetables is about convenience. Best of all, they last longer and they cost less. Look for the Island Garden brand at your favorite supermarket or call 662-0909 to place an order today. At Island Garden, we assure you that our products are locally grown and nutritiously sealed.
Boom! Join in the experience with Courts Ready Cash for the ZIZ Music Festival with a loan of $3,000 or more and pay nothing for 60 days. Plus, you could be eligible for a reduced interest rate. Don't miss out. Enjoy flexible payment terms, hassle-free service, and fast approval. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. That is it. Apply now. Visit shopcoats.com or call 466-1640 or 662-9425. Get your full ZIZ Music Festival experience with Courts Ready Cash. We are ready whenever you are. Conditions apply.
In cricket, there are a few essentials: a bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Barrage. 44-year-old Ashley Harris has been sentenced to serve 33 years at His Majesty's Prison on 2 counts of rape on May 15, 2023. Formal charges had been laid against Mr. Harris for the crimes on January 13, 2021. Mr. Harris is sentenced to serve 16 years imprisonment on the first count and 17 years imprisonment on the second count. The sentences are set to be served consecutively. Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew will address matters of national interest on Thursday when he hosts a press conference at the NEMA conference room. The press conference begins at 10 a.m. and the Prime Minister will be joined by members of Cabinet who will also be fielding questions from members of the media. According to a statement, the aim of the press conference is to foster engagement and dialogue between the media and the ministers of government to create awareness and provide an update on major developments within the Federation and to address areas of concern within the public. The Prime Minister's press conference will be carried live on all platforms of ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. 30 adolescent treatment professionals in St. Kitts and Nevis are this week engaged in a training program geared towards equipping them with the tools to identify, assess, and treat adolescents with substance use disorders. The adolescent drug treatment training, which runs from May 15th to 19th, is being facilitated by the St. Kitts and Nevis National Council on Drug Abuse Prevention in collaboration with the Demand Reduction Unit of the Inter-American Drug Abuse Control Commission within the Organization of American States, OAS. The week-long training program forms part of the National Drug Council's continued efforts in the prevention and abatement of drug misuse and abuse among the nation's youth. Addressing the opening ceremony on Monday 15th at the NEMA conference room, Esther Best, speaking on behalf of the Demand Reduction Unit of the Inter-American Drug Abuse Control Commission, said her organization is pleased to be partnering with St. Kitts and Nevis in the execution of this important program. She said, quote, "The Executive Secretariat of CICAD is very committed to helping our member states strengthen the capacity of the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation workforce through ongoing training in the Universal Prevention, Treatment, and Rehabilitation Curriculum. The Adolescent Treatment Curriculum is now a specialized track of the Universal Treatment Curriculum, and we hope that it can make a significant contribution toward preparing preparing the treatment workforce with the ultimate goal of reducing the burden that substance abuse disorders bring to the population, end quote. Member of the National Council on Drug Abuse Control Commission and Director of the National Counseling Center, Mrs. Michelle Delacour Blake, stressed that the effects of substance abuse disorders in adolescents are far-reaching, hence the need for this type of training. Activities to enhance functional and happier families will be hosted in the coming weeks as the government of St. Kitts and Nevis celebrates International Day of Families, observed on May 15th each year, as well as National Family Month from May 14th to June 15th. Minister of State with responsibility for social development and gender affairs, Honorable Iselin Phillip, made a national address on Monday to mark International Day of Families, being celebrated under the theme Demographics, Trends and Families. She stated that in St. Kitts and Nevis, households headed by single women are the predominant household type, with absentee fathers as the trend, and as such the ministry is continuing efforts to promote positive family development and to support parents and children as they grow and develop.
A Family Matters program is coordinated through the ministry to offer tips and resources to parents. Family counseling is also offered through the Counseling Center on a referral basis, as well as family mediation through the Department of Probation and Child Protection Services.
She also outlined some of the activities for National Family Month, which began on Tuesday.
First, there will be 2 community walkthroughs by community development officers, one in Connery on Tuesday 16th May and the second in Dieppe Bay on Tuesday 6th June. These walkthroughs will allow community development officers to interact with families in respective communities and become sensitized to the challenges that family members face so that meaningful and impactful interventions can be planned and executed. Second, a family movie night and games night will take place on Tuesday 30th May and Friday 9th June, respectively, in collaboration with the Bronte Welsh Primary School and the Dr. William Connor Primary School. These events are open to all members of the local community and extended to the students and parents of the Tucker Clark Primary School.
She added that the final activity is the NYAM local initiative that engages seniors from communities spanning Sadlers to Canada Estate, teaching children how to prepare several traditional dishes, confectionaries and beverages using fresh local produce. The event will be held at the Lodge Atlas Community Center on June 23rd. Minister Phillip called on families to, quote, think about how to build stronger bonds within our own homes and further extend the sense of belonging and togetherness across our communities and wider federation, end quote. After the break, Nevis observes International Day of the Boy Child 2023 and Fire Department open to give public a one-day experience. Stay with us.
Your Horsford's Value Club Blue Tag Special.
Running May 4th to the 17th.
Now your Value Club Blue Tag Specials. Pillsbury Cake Mix, just $6.49. Bush Baked Beans, $7.99. Essential Everyday Grated Parmesan, $11.99. Essential Everyday Frozen Fries, just $13.99. Bounty Essential Paper Towel, $39.99. Pringles chips is just $8.49, and now your very low weekly
value deals. Get a red $4.49, Mueller's pasta $5.99, Kellogg's Special K $15.49, Minute Maid Punches $8.99, Essential Everyday Salsa $9.99, Dial Soap 3-pack $9.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
It's a sore throat. I'll write a prescription and see the nurse regarding the MMR vaccine.
I heard on social media that the COVID-19 vaccine came in a container with the MMR label on it.
Measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is in the vial, no other.
True?
We can't betray our parents' trust. St. Kitts and Nevis has always had an impressive immunization history.
But these diseases aren't around now.
Yes, Our borders are open to all kinds of diseases that negatively affect our children and elders.
I never thought about that.
Today, you have a choice whether you get vaccinated. So, you want to continue?
Yes, doctor.
I want to be protected.
Check your doctor or the Ministry of Health to get the information on immunization against childhood diseases, including HPV and polio, and COVID-19 vaccine for elderly persons and persons living with non-communicable diseases.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
Welcome back. Since 2018, the world has given special observance on May 16th to celebrate International Day of the Boy Child. According to Minister of Gender Affairs in the NIA, Honorable Janelle Nisbet, this year the Department of Gender Affairs on NIVIS has organized a number of activities to recognize this day of significance under the theme Boys and Mental Health. She said the Department of Gender Affairs NIVIS is focused on shining a spotlight on positive role models in the form of boys and men.
Peer role models are recognized through the Boy of Excellence Awards, annually awarded to one outstanding male student in each of the public and private primary and secondary schools on the island. It is envisioned that this initiative motivates other young boys to emulate the positive characteristics of the awardees while underscoring the need for positive behavior to be recognized as loudly as the negative is often reported. The existing Boys Mentorship Program, also spearheaded by the Department of Gender Affairs, sees us using adult male role models to positively influence the boy child through mentor-mentee relationships, training and development sessions to support holistic growth, community service initiatives, and other forms of positive engagement.
Minister Nisbet said the importance of boys in our communities should be acknowledged.
On this International Day of the Boy Child, I urge everyone to pause and recognize the unique contribution of our boys to our homes, schools, and wider community. The boy child is positive. The boy child is valued. The boy child is celebrated. Happy International Day of the Boy Child.
To mark the day, on Tuesday, a panel discussion comprises of both men and boys took place. Minister Nisbet said the aim was to openly discuss how mental health affects men and boys while outlining signs, symptoms, and coping mechanisms. In May of last year, the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services gave Yolanda Weeks, a journalist from Win FM, the experience of spending a couple of days on the job with them, and since then they have been considering opening up the experience to interested persons from the general public. This according to Fire Substation Officer Timothy Martin. He was speaking during his appearance on ZIZ Radio's Fire Talk on Tuesday.
We would love to be able to facilitate the general public, coming on board and seeing what we're all about. We would have to do some fine-tuning, maybe in terms of dealing with waivers and things like that, because you never could tell what might happen when it would happen. So a waiver of some sort would need to be implemented, that the person takes onus that, hey, I am cognizant that I am taking this risk, so to speak, to be with you guys for that day.
He said the logistics would have to be finalized before the process of taking on persons from the public can begin. Fire Talk airs every Tuesday on ZIZ Radio at 9:30 a.m. during the morning show with GQ. The St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla Training and Development Company Limited, TDC, is collaborating with the Rotary Club of Liamiga to paint the Sadder's Home for the Elderly. In a press release issued on Monday, the company explained that this initiative, which started on Saturday, aligns with the TDC's Community Development Thrust, which includes promoting good health and raising awareness of national issues. Client Relations and Marketing Manager Mia Bailey expressed satisfaction with the project, stating that it went well and will be completed soon. The TDC Group, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, is marking this milestone with several monthly activities under the theme Your Neighbor, Your Partner, Your Future. Other community initiatives taking place this month include a joint hands cleanup on May 27th and the Kennedy Simmons Highway Painting and Restoration Project, which will take place on May 29th. Meanwhile, the public primary school tour, which began in late April in St. Kitts and Nevis, continues to be executed by past scholarship awardees of the TDC Warren Tyson Memorial Scholarship Program during the month of May. Amongst past scholarship recipients expected to visit public primary schools is Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew. Other anniversary events this year will focus on the TDC Automotive Department. Coming up in regional news.